CD you guys are working on. How close are you, and how many songs do you have for it?
Right now, we have two songs that are done, like with lyrics, and then there's like another 4 or 5 songs that are written and musically complete, but still being adjusted, waiting for lyrical content. And I'm also working on a CD in the meantime with my other band, so it's like I got to learn to take time for each.
We're looking at about 10 total. That's what we want to do. Maybe 11 if we want to do, some instrumentals or something.
Cool. So you have no real set time frame right now as far as a release date?
October 29th.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We're hitting it hard this summer, man.
Cool.
Fuck yeah, Halloween weekend.
Yep.
So I like to ask this question. Being you guys are all metal, it comes up on the show. Do all you guys listen to strictly metal? Because I know a lot of metal musicians these days.
Oh no, dude!
Wide variety.
All of us are all over the board. It's
We're all
insane.
weird.
Yeah, we're all weird as fuck with music.
Rap.
Yeah, seriously. Josh, he does. He's got some techno and some rap. I've heard the techno.
Me and Aaron are into classic rock when we're drinking. We used to be roommates. So
Hair metal.
We would just
Hair metal for days.
I love rap. Favorite band.
Dude, Skid Row all day.
Oh, dude, fuck yeah.
No, that's awesome. I mean, when you see a lot of these, metal guys, you always think they're into that, dedicated 100% to that, but talking to a lot of the bands, you hear like, this guy who plays this insane death metal and then, is the biggest Radiohead fan. So it's like, you never know. So it's just one of those things that I like to ask and shit. How often
you put us all in a room with a bunch of booze and you put Creed on? Oh, it's over.
I'm sure
You get the cops called because it's
Bust down the song.
Yeah. me, Aaron, and Ginger one time actually had the cops called on us for singing "With Arms Wide Open" at 3 in the morning.
That was about 3 in the morning.
Really loud, and the neighbor in the apartment complex wasn't too happy about that.
That's funny. Yeah, I know. Just being in the band, I had this one guy I don't really like. I'm not going to mention his name, but he was a real pain in the ass.
Are they all?
A lot of them. We would do shows, and we'd be parked behind the club, and it's a residential area, and there's this fucking lunatic screaming at the top of his lungs. Cops are coming. Next thing you know, people are arrested. We're in the paper. So it sometimes it brings good things, but that's funny shit singing Creed.
That's fucking awesome. That's awesome.
Do you guys? You said you had new merch coming out too, so let's talk about that. Is that something you guys print yourself and put out there?
Yeah, right now you can go to bornintoexile.bigcartel.com. And we have shirts available, and we have an extremely wide variety of stickers.
And beanies.
And we have beanies. We're also, as soon as we stock up with some more funds, then we're buying hats, we're buying jerseys, booty shorts, tank tops, fucking
cold cock whiskey shot glasses.
Cold cock whiskey shot glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Cold cock whiskey. Let's mention cold cock whiskey.
Terrible whiskey.
Can we actually print up a shirt and then put your logo on it here, and wear them to shows just for us? Is that a thing? Can we do that?
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, Cold Cock Whiskey has got a contest going on for the bands and shit where they're gonna print up shirts with the band's name on it with Cold Cock on it too. I seen it just posted before I did the show. You guys might want to look into that and see if you can.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That shit. Sure. But no, they've been great. I know you guys hooked up with them, recently. But they do a lot of great things for bands. So how have they been treating you guys?
It's been pretty good, dude. We've got their shirts. We got a bunch of stickers and shot glasses.
Hell yeah! I'd get rid of a lot of Cold Cock at a local venue here in town. It's called Whiskey's Roadhouse. I'm there all the fucking time, and I always have people drinking Cold Cock.
Oh,
my old boss, Aaron Takestar, he used to own Take 20. He's the one that introduced Cold Cock to the music scene here.
Oh, so, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, they do a lot of good stuff for bands and stuff. I've seen them get, some of their bands on shows with Slipknot. Just doing good things for the music business that, I know it works both ways. They're getting exposure, but it's alcohol.
Definitely.
People are going to drink it. They don't even have to go to this extreme. So it's something that they love to do and work with the bands. You guys fit in pretty well. They do a wide variety of different styles of music, obviously, because they want to be out there and want people consuming it. But I had one of the bands send me a bottle of it. It's good stuff. I mean, I don't have access to it in my area. I think the only place is a strip club down the block.
Dude, we should mail you a bottle.
Yeah, I just
With
got
a
one.
t-shirt.
But
Oh,
yeah,
hey, we
shit.
still need to get to your t-shirt, by the way. I'm sorry, that hasn't been shipped out yet. We've had ran out of some sizes and have to reorder, but you will be getting it.
Yeah, no worry, man. There's no rush. I was actually gonna bust your balls about it on the show, but I won't. So.
I'm glad I beat you to the punch, I guess.
Yeah, you definitely beat me there. Actually, I forgot until you said something. I'm like, fuck, he got me.
Oh.
But no worry, no
Either
worry.
way.
But yeah, no, I mean, you guys are doing good. I mean, as far as the scene in your area, is it a lot of death metal, or is it a mix?
Surprisingly not. It's a really big mix. I mean, I might, if anyone in the scene is listening, I would have to say that we're the heaviest band around. But
We
I mean,
are. Admit it, we're the heaviest band in our scene right now. Like, the only other band that can keep up with us is Reckless Redemption. And they're really good friends of ours. We love all those dudes, so shout out to them.
But the scene here is really cool because everyone really works together. And, for instance, this show coming up on the 30th, this Saturday, we got 10 bands, and it's for benefiting the school district around here. And we're looking at filling that with 500 people this weekend, which is pretty crazy if you think, just a local show. And it's at a huge complex, and
it's a 2,000-person venue, and all the proceeds go to Harlem School District number 122 to their music departments.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a good thing.
Yeah, every band there is playing for free. No one's getting paid. We're all putting donation jars out at our merch table. A bunch of businesses around Rockford and the surrounding areas
all
donated.
Local mom and pop businesses, even places like Walmart and Best Buy and stuff like that.
The managers,
major places donated. So far, we're looking upwards of about $5,000 already. We're just waiting to get back from their accountant and their head person.
No, that's awesome. That's definitely a great thing to do. And that's, what a lot of people mislabel, metal guys and rock guys is, dirtbags and shit. But, actually a lot of bands are like you guys, and you're going out and helping raise funds for the community and shit. So
I got to give a shout out to the people that are doing it, though, because Big John and Peanut Metal Mashup on Adrenaline 101, they're the ones that are putting everything on. They've been going around getting all the sponsors and everything. All the bands have been doing is just blowing it up and promoting it and trying to make it a physical thing. It's trying to be tangible.
And our scene here is I think it's really strong because I came from a different town where, you had to rent out, a boys and girls hall, for, some ridiculous amount of money to have 15 people show up for 5 bands, where then I moved back here because I was originally from Rockford, and I got in the scene here and I was like, man, this is crazy. Some of these shows, it's like you're playing at, a 300-person venue, but you're in a bar. But I think it has to do with, in Rockford, we're an hour and a half west of Chicago, we're an hour south of Madison, and an hour and a half south of Milwaukee. So we don't get any, big tours around here. We don't get the Die Artist Murders and the Rings of Saturns. They all go to those towns. So all the kids here and all the, metal and rockers here, the only shows they get is the local scene, and it's, a lot of times they don't want to drive that far. So it's cool for us to, be able to put out brutal metal. And even when we play, all ages shows, these teenagers got something to do instead of, getting out in the streets and getting in trouble and shit.
Right, and those are the the kids that are you guys are gonna be the kings of the heavy music there. They're gonna look up to you. They're gonna remember coming to see you guys because if there's not too many bands like that, that's an awesome thing for you guys.
Exactly. Our last show, we had people that just from internet exposure drove an hour just to come see us.
Yeah, this guy from Aurora drove up. That's a 2.5 hour drive. He drove up just to see us.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, that's just one person. I mean, that still has to make you feel good that someone's willing to drive that far to see a live show when you got probably hundreds of people that listen to your type of music that don't even want to come out of their house and drive 3 miles.
Yeah, that's incredible, man. It's really cool.
It's an amazing thing. Like, there's nothing but love for those kind of people, you know?
What's going on over there? Let me in on this.
Our guitar player Josh is too shy to say anything, so he's just chilling.
Hi, I'm Josh. I like tacos.
That's funny. That's funny shit. You guys are a trip. At least you guys have fun together and shit. How much drinking are you doing over there?
It's always a fun time, man.
Yeah, dude, you gotta have fun in music. Otherwise, you know, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's definitely a business. It's definitely something, you know, you invest your time and money in, but you got to have a good time doing it too. I mean, younger bands always say, "Oh, what's one thing that, you know, you would say to me, you know, have fun on the road, man. Just have fun doing it. Don't, you know." I was always stressed out, and I didn't get to enjoy all of these places I went to because I was too worried about the business end of it. But you have to enjoy it, otherwise you're gonna burn out.
That's what happened to me, man. I used to be on like a small, you know, record label and doing little like state to state tours, but it was nothing but a pain in my ass and stressing me out, and no one got along. And at the end of the day, I was like, I didn't even want to do music anymore. And then I moved here, and it was like, okay, I'm just gonna have fun with this. And ever since, it's been a totally different experience.
Right.
It's been really cool.
That's really the reason I got into radio, was because I mean I wanted to fill that void of music, and I spent some time in, you know, terrestrial radio and on satellite, and I just didn't fit in. I mean, just the way I wanted to do my show and shit. So, but
well, I saw you have over like 250K listeners worldwide. Man, that's fucking badass. And that's good for you, dude. That's fucking.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean,
we'll give you an audio clap.
Just this past year has been insane. I used to have higher numbers, but, you know, just with all the affiliates and shit, I get more listeners on my affiliates, unfortunately, than I do on my own website. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm still getting heard and still getting the bands out there, so it's a good thing, you know. It's always a good feeling. I mean, just printing 50 shirts and be able to sell, you know, 30 of those and only having to give 20 away, you know, as promos and stuff. I mean, you know, and it shows that people care about the show and the bands that are coming on it. So it's a good thing.
Hell yeah, dude.
Definitely, man.
That's fucking awesome.
But as far as the writing process now, are all of you guys involved in writing the songs, or do you each come up?
It started out like kind of. I had a bunch. I used to play drums in the band that I was in with Aaron and Ginger, and I always play guitar still. So I just had a bunch of like recycled riffs, and that's basically what that first CD was. It's a bunch of riffs that never got out, and we were like, well, fuck it, let's get drunk in this garage and let's record them and see what happens. But Casualties of Carnage, that was kind of me and Aaron and Ginger all writing it. Like, you know, I would write something, show them, what do you want? What do you think? Should we change this? Do that?
That CD was recorded, vocally, was recorded in front of a running refrigerator. And you can't even hear that.
That's funny.
And then all this new stuff, like Mariah Saw Dade, that song Josh wrote. You know, I wrote 2 albums worth, and we came in, and our very first single we released a new, you know, that was Josh, that was Scott. So we've been really liberal with writing. Like, if anyone has something, it's like, bring it to the table. Let's work with it. Let's see what we come up with it, you know?
Right. No, that's definitely a good approach. Have you guys ever thought about changing the style of music? I know a lot of bands come to that crossroad where it's like, do we want to break through, or do we want to stay true to our roots? Is that something you guys ever considered, was to change the genre?
Our style completely changed as soon as Josh and Scott became a thing with us, dude. Like,
Josh made me get an 8-string.
Yeah.
That's true. That's so true.
Maybe get a 6-string bass, too.
I've always wanted to do lower gutturals and when that happened, I'm like, all right, so now I can go lower on this new CD, so it's even a lower pitch for me. And Scott is just fucking fantastic drummer, you know.
It's really cool too because I've even heard from like local fans of ours that